Tonight, family remembers slain dead on Father's Day. Fiji and PNG trade impasse still unresolved. And Mati Lambota crowned Misbah Carnival. Good evening and happy Father's Day. While many celebrated today, others also remembered their fathers who have passed on. Chanel Shivan caught up with the Sito family today, a family that lost a brother and father in a gruesome murder that is still being investigated.
After visiting the grave of the late Holland Sito this morning, his elder brother Dixon Sito met with Fiji One News. He says the family is missing his younger brother, especially today when the nation celebrates Father's Day.
We still have fond memories of our brother, and we will always hold him in our hearts, I guess. But life goes on, you know. We have learned to cope with his loss, like many families who have suffered losses, you know, and especially dear ones, I guess. But the main thing is bouncing back and getting on with life, and being able to cope with that. And that's what our family has learned to do, even though he's very strong in our memories.
On the morning of January 29, 2015, Sito's body was found in a pool of blood at the Lee's factory in Lodhala Beach, Nasinu. A handful of individuals were questioned in relation to Sito's murder, but no charges were ever laid. According to eyewitnesses who spoke to Fiji One News that morning, they saw a masked man leaving the premises at the time of the incident through the back door.
The commissioners been in touch from time to time just to update, but they have not completed the investigation, and we would hope that there is going to be closure on this case soon. Yes, but in the meanwhile, we honor Holland's memory. He's been a good father and a son and a very close brother.
The family is still awaiting police to complete investigations and give them some comfort as to what happened that morning. Police have numerous times told the media that they have had developments in the case, but it's almost 2 years now. There is still very little hope for the family. Chanel Shivan, Fiji One News.
3 days after September 1st, it is still not clear whether Papua New Guinea and Fiji have resolved their trade impasse. PNG's Trade Minister Richard Maru had threatened his country would retaliate a decision by Fiji to ban the import of PNG ox and palm corned beef products. Minister Maru said the impasse will jeopardize trade relations between the two Melanesian spearhead group countries. PNG is also working on taking the matter to the International Trade Organization. Minister Maru said the trade war between Fiji and PNG dates back to 2004, when PNG first tried to export ox and palm products to Fiji, and the Fiji government insists on protecting its own product, while PNG had allowed Fiji Island beef and Fiji Island water to flood its market. The Vodafone Bar Riverside Carnival last night crowned its queen for the year 2016. 7 queen contestants were vying for the crown in the 4-day carnival. In its 19th year running, the carnival will donate funds collected to the Prime Minister's Disaster Recovery Fund to assist those that are still recovering from the aftermath of Tropical Cyclone Winston.
Today is the final contest, where it's a culmination of 4 days of hard work the 7 contestants have put in. And today we will see a new queen who will take on the challenge to vie for the Miss Fiji crown and also to advocate what she is passionate about. I wish to remind all contestants that you are all winners in your own right. It is not an easy task to stand in front of others and be judged.
And crowned last night as the 2016 Vodafone Bar Riverside Carnival was Miss Singh's Rentals Fiji Limited, Mati Lambota. The former Khalsa College student was taken by surprise when her name was announced as the winner.
Boys and girls, show your support for Miss Vodafone Bar Riverside 2016 Queen, Miss Singh's Rentals Fiji Limited, Miss Mati Lambota.
I would like to take this moment, first of all, to thank the Almighty God. All of you knows without him, the success tonight won't happen. Secondly, to my families for their support, to my mom and my dad. You two are my role models, you two are my inspiration, and I love you for that.
With the Mba Carnival theme, Education Our Future, Chief Guest and Attorney General Aya Said Kayum highlighted the work government is doing in education.
Education, of course, is very, very key and is indeed the theme of this carnival, and has also been highlighted by the Vodafone representative that education is critical to the development of any country. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, your government has put in place free education for the first time in Fiji's history. It is very, very critical that all our children get educated, they finish at least high school. Once they finish high school, they should be able to go to university. We now have scholarships that are given on an open merit system, on a credible system, in various areas of study.
Mba was one of the badly hit areas by TC Winston. Said Kayum has reassured Fijians hardware supply will normalize in the next couple of months.
We of course know some homes have not yet received some of the hardware because there's a shortage of hardware in Fiji, in particular with concrete blocks, timber and roofing iron, but we are assured by the hardware companies that all of those shortages will in fact be fulfilled in the next couple of months. So please be patient if you have one of those cards through Vodafone's M-Pesa, and you'll be able to get that very quickly.
Ministry of Itoke Affairs Board Deputy CEO Colonel Apakoki Kurasinga will most likely assume the parliamentary seat left vacant by Colonel Timothy Natua. This is according to the 2014 general election results. Colonel Kurasinga has been a notable appointee to various boards since government changed hands in 2006. Welcome back. A community between Nandi and Lautoka yesterday took to the road in a cleanup campaign. Mostly kids, along with their parents and supervisors, combed the highway with empty sacks to pick up rubbish.
This is something you don't see every day. Children from Lomo Lomo along the Nandi-Lautoka Queens Highway collecting plastics, bottles, food wraps and other litter on the road.
This project is through Fiji Community Development Project through VCC Sahel Center, and we're doing cleanup campaigns. So this is our second cleanup campaign. First one we did it last month in Lawaki settlement. So it is just our campaign to clean up this area, since this is the main highway. So we thought to clean it up.
The cleanliness, wellness and the upkeep of villages and communities is part of a program undertaken by the children of Lomo Lomo participating in this cleanup campaign.
We are targeting the children. It is also educating them for life, educating them to be aware of the importance of our environment and keeping it clean. So that's why we have targeted the children. So this exercise is training them for life, to train them to take ownership and be aware of the cleanliness of the environment.
More than 30 children took part in this highway cleanup with more than 20 bags of rubbish collected. Their hope now is that the travelling public can give a second thought before throwing their rubbish out of the moving vehicles.
And even the general public that are going, like they're passing through, they're the ones who throw rubbish, that's what I think. And if they look at kids picking up rubbish, I'm sure they'll have some sense and they won't throw it in future.
All other parts of Fiji, if they could take part in this cleaning up campaign, seeing that all our areas, our environment are infested with the rubbish, and the rubbish that we, the human beings, that we litter. We do littering around our surroundings and environment, and it is our own duty for us to keep our Fiji clean.
Rubbish collected were then taken to the dump by authorities. Jesse Tisinu, Fiji One News.
The Education Minister today urged Indo-Fijian parents to continuously talk to their children so that they don't forget their religious commitments. Chief guest Dr. Mahendra Reddy made the comments in Raki today while closing the 3-day Hindu religious gathering. Dr. Reddy said he was personally saddened to see how teenagers of Indian descent dress these days when compared to Itoke children. He says Indo-Fijian parents are to be blamed for this.
दुख लग रहा है जब ये देखते हैं हमारे ही समाज के बच्चे उनका दिमाग में क्या आ गया है कि कैसा कपड़ा पहनना चाहिए, कैसे वार्तालाप करना चाहिए, बताओ ये जो हुआ है इसके जिम्मेदार हम हैं, माता पिता, कोई और नहीं। हमारे समाज में हमारे बच्चे लोग के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा चैलेंजेस और प्रेशर है जो हमारे समय जो हम छोटे थे उस समय नहीं।
Meanwhile, the week-long celebrations for Yetzian primary and secondary schools' anniversary ended last night. The primary school turned 80, while the secondary school culminates 30 years of existence. Speaking at the celebrations last night, President Major General retired Chochi Konrote acknowledged the school's multi-ethnic vision.
As President Head of State, I also acknowledge the vision for the two schools to open their doors to all ethnic communities in Fiji. This initiative may have been introduced several decades ago, but it is yet again another very good example of what Fiji wants and must continue to do. That is to inculcate a greater sense of true friendship, patriotism and lasting unity among Fiji's multi-ethnic communities.
One of the country's leading schools for women, St. Joseph's Secondary School, began its 60th anniversary celebrations last night. With the theme, Let Wisdom Be Our Legacy, the Diamond Jubilee celebrations also brings together members of the alumni living abroad. Different groups of the alumni will present their gifts to the school, the Sisters of Cluny and teachers on Thursday. The alumni will also launch the E-Diamond project on Thursday, where projectors will be installed in all classrooms.
It's to celebrate 60 years of St. Joseph being in existence, and as everybody knows, St. Joseph really is one of the premier schools in Suva, in Fiji really. So today is our registration day. So it's a week-long program. So today's registration, tomorrow is the opening mass, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have different events allocated for different days, which are run by different decades.
One of Fiji's leading hardware companies awarded its hardworking staff yesterday. The RC Manubai Group recognized and rewarded exceptional performances of staff who have excelled in their respective areas of work.
The solid foundation that was laid for us to build upon by our forefathers. This is true both for our organization and each one of you in your personal capacities. The pillar of strength that each one of you collectively provided us over the years, and it is only through your hard work, dedication and commitment that our organization has grown thus far and will continue to progress in future.
With different branches from all over the country gathered here for the awards night, staff were reminded of the role they play in the workplace and Fiji's economy.
So you are very much a part, an integral part of the Fijian economy, of the Fijian society, and a part of our country. The message that we have been giving, as you know, to the Honourable Prime Minister and to all our ministers, the Honourable Minister Bala is here, and he will also tell you that we believe and recognize that if we all did our part as individuals, in our families, in our homes, in our workplace, in our society, in our country, then there is enormous potential that Fiji can actually realize.
And ahead in sport, Lautoka wins BOG title.